Welcome back to my channel. Today's such a good day. I don't even know how to explain it. You know when you wake up and you're just in such a good mood? Like, I feel so thankful for today. It's not even sunny outside, but it just feels like it's like so bright outside, and it feels like everything is going everyone's way today. God, I wish that I could feel like this all the time. It is the best feeling ever. I don't know, I feel like I'm just headed into a new chapter of my life. But I can't even explain it. Like, there's no words that... I feel like everyone feels like this sometimes, though, you know? Where you just wake up and you're like, oh, this is what life is about. This is the brilliance of life. I don't know, and all my plants look happy, and I have all my crystals lined up, and like my room smells good, and I've got music playing, and I don't know, I just feel so happy today. And I'm trying to enjoy it, you know, because it comes and it goes. But, God, I wish it would last forever, which is so selfish, because then if it lasted forever, I wouldn't acknowledge it as much as I am right now. But it's just such a good feeling, you know, to feel steady for a second and to know, I don't know, I just feel like I know what direction my life is going in. Oh. But all at the same time, it makes no sense. It makes no sense. But that's just life, isn't it? You know? Lately, I've been really big into law of attraction and how much it affects your life. And honestly, I don't know if I believe that. I don't know how much of it I believe, but I do believe that if you are a good person and a kind person and a fair person, then good things will come back to you. You attract the type of energy that you put out, definitely. I don't know, maybe this is because of the milk moon. I don't know what it is. I think recently I've learned a really big life lesson with people and how you think you can know someone and then they just, I don't know, I guess they just choose a different path in life, and that's totally fine. I don't know. I honestly cannot formulate my thoughts right now. But anyway, I've decided that today is going to be a day for me, just a day of self-care and a day of happiness and a day of appreciation and gratitude, because there's so many things that we should be grateful for, and so many things that we are so lucky to have and to be a part of, and people in our lives that honestly we don't deserve. There's so many people in my life that are so good to me, and I'm so grateful for. Ah! I feel like crying. I hope you have a good day. It's a good day to be alive. Go enjoy the day. cactuses. I have like 2 little guys and they're fine, but then I have a big cactus. Someone gave it to me as a present. Do you see how the little spikes on it are, oh my god, there's cobwebs. Ooh. Anyway, do you see how the little spikes on it are brown? Like, they don't look healthy, whereas like this guy, he looks like he's doing super well, and same with this one. But then this big guy doesn't look so happy. And I don't know if it's because I'm not watering it enough or if I'm watering it too much. But if you have any tips for cactuses, let me know, because this guy doesn't seem to be too happy. All my other plants are doing great though. So good. I just threw a homemade pizza into the oven and I'm gonna eat that. And I had a phone call with my grandma. Love my grandma. Yeah. A good day. So my pizza is in the oven. Woo! And it's pretty much done. Okay, how good does this pizza look? This literally looks so good. And on it, there's just pizza sauce and then onion, olives, zucchini, vegan pepperoni, vegan dairy-free cheese. And then just have a nice big glass of water. And I probably won't eat this entire thing, but that's okay because I can save it for a midnight snack. Thanks, Naomi, part 2. So I'm just gonna eat that, and I'm going to watch some Outer Banks, because what else would I do? So I thrifted this book like probably over a year ago, maybe like a year and a half ago, and I started reading it, but I never finished. Anyway, it's called One Day My Soul Just Opened Up, 40 Days and 40 Nights Towards Spiritual Strength and Personal Growth. It looks like this. So she wrote a little preface at the beginning of the book, and I think it's really nice. It says, "This book is dedicated to ego, that part of us that continues to worry, lives in doubt, is afraid, judges other people, is afraid to trust, needs proof, believes only when it is convenient, fails to follow up, refuses to practice what it preaches, needs to be rescued, wants to be a victim, beats up on oneself, needs to be right all the time, and continues to hold on to what does not work. You are now put on notice that your days are numbered." One day my soul just opened up and things started happening. Things I can't quite explain. I mean, I cried and cried like never before. I cried tears of 10,000 mothers. I couldn't even feel anything because I cried until I was numb. One day my soul just opened up. I started laughing. I laughed for what it seemed like forever. Wasn't nothing particularly funny going on, but I laughed anyhow. I laughed the joy of a million children playing in the mud. I laughed till the sides of my cheeks ached. It felt so good. And it's really cool because every so often they leave room for like a commentary journal, and you can write little notes like, after reading today's chapter, I realized the key phrases I want to remember and work with today are, and then you can like fill it out for yourself and then look back on it. I like doing that, like especially with journaling and stuff, or diaries. Like I used to write in my diary like all the time when I was little. Maybe even like a couple weeks from now or a couple months from now, you can see your self-growth and what you were feeling on that day and how you were coping with things. And yeah, just finished reading a couple chapters in the book, and I've just been sitting here reflecting, and I think that sometimes I forget how important my personal wellness is, and that my mental wellness and physical wellness and spiritual wellness all coincide together in creating my personal wellness. And I think that as humans, we can get so caught up in the flow of life and social media and expectations and school and family and friends. At the end of the day, we are the most important thing in our life. And I think that humans are so giving and constantly want to provide, and it's just human nature, but then we forget to do that for ourselves. And I think if you have a stable sense of self and a sense of individuality, then that's when you can give to those other aspects of your life. You not only give the bare minimum, but you can give how you were meant to give, and give 100% to those aspects, rather than giving like 10% here and 15% there. Because personally, I find that I do that a lot, and then I put myself last. But I think that during this time and being out of school and not working, it has given me time to reflect and giving my body time to go back into its normal routines, and just going to bed when I want to go to bed and waking up when I want to wake up, eating intuitively, just like the basic necessities and basic things that humans do every day. I forgot how much I was neglecting my personal wellness. My body just subconsciously went back into a routine that it needed to go into since this quarantine has started, and I didn't even realize it was doing it. And now, 2 months into this quarantine, I feel so good, and I feel so refreshed, and I feel so at peace with myself and the things that are going on in my life. I don't feel the need to get up every day and rush things. And I know that this isn't realistic. This isn't a realistic way of life. COVID-19 is not going to last forever. Quarantine is not going to last forever. So I'm just trying to enjoy this time and trying to figure out how I can move forward with my self-care and my personal wellness after COVID-19 is done. It's just so nice, and I've been taking time to appreciate my friends and to appreciate the world and the environment and all of the things that I took for granted before. I didn't realize how much I took for granted. Just something as simple as going to school or going to the grocery store and having the means to support myself, and having the friends and family that love me as much as they do. I don't know. I feel like the past couple of days I've just been feeling very gracious and very at one with myself, and my sense of individuality is just really strong right now, and I feel really good. And I don't know, so I'm gonna go and I'm gonna journal this and write this down, so maybe a time in my life in a couple days or a couple weeks or a couple months when I'm not feeling this good and this sure about myself, I can look back and read the journal and know that in the near future I will be feeling good again, and that nothing lasts forever, and that it's okay to feel down sometimes, because if we didn't feel down, then you wouldn't know how good it felt to feel so high, and to feel so good about yourself. And I've also been thinking lately about how our world functions and how we function as a society, and I truly believe that everybody has a specific place in the world, and that everybody is supposed to be here for a reason. And I think about the people that I encounter every day, and how, like, the butterfly effect, how if I bump into someone walking on the street and I have a conversation with them, and that conversation affects me positively, then it puts me in a great mood, and then maybe the next person that I see, I'll affect them positively, and I'll put them in a better mood. And I don't know, I always think about how when I go to grocery stores and I have those small organic conversations with cashiers or random people you bump into, and you walk away feeling so good, because I think that in today's world we have such a lack of human connection and communication, because we're always on our phones and on social media all the time. So when I get to have those organic conversations, I feel so good and I feel so fresh, and I walk away being like, oh, that's what it feels like. That's normal. That's what it's supposed to feel like, you know, rather than going to the bus stop and being on your phone for 20 minutes while you're waiting for the bus and there's like 5 other people around you that you could be having conversations with, or, you know, like that person could be your new best friend and you don't even know it. You could absolutely adore everything about them, and we're just missing it all. Our faces are in the screen, and I don't know. I'm just having one of those days where my brain is going like 20 miles a second, and I'm grateful and I'm overwhelmed, and yeah, I just want to give the world a really big hug and tell it to cheer up and to get better, because I think that when this is over, there's going to be a whole lot of sunshine, and I can't wait for it. Can't wait. Okay, I'm going to go on with the rest of my day and make some food. Alright, so I just made some pasta, and it's just flax pasta, and then I have some Earth Balance butter, nutritional yeast, garlic powder, and pepper, and it's really yummy. And then of course I have my water. So it's 1:30 in the afternoon, and I ate some pasta and it just didn't hit the spot. I didn't even finish it. You know when you eat something and you're craving it so badly and you want it so badly, and then you eat it and it's just like, I don't know, maybe it's because I'm feeling a little sick. I feel a little like raspy in the throat and nauseous. So I'm gonna make a tea. I got this tea that is really good, and anytime I'm feeling like slightly sick or under the weather, I will drink it, and it always makes me feel better the next day. It's the Celestial Organics ginger turmeric herbal tea, and it is so good. Here, that's what it looks like. And sometimes I'll only fill up half of my mug and I'll let it brew for a while, and then I'll just drink half a mug, so then it's really potent. Why does that word sound so weird? While I wait for my kettle to brew, I'm gonna clean the kitchen because the kitchen's messy. So I just made my tea. It's freaking so hot. And yeah. Okay, so just had a shower, put on a nice face mask. This face mask is awesome. It is the Andalou Naturals. I don't know how to say it. I'll put it up on the screen there so you guys can see though. It's the pumpkin honey glycolic mask, and it's brightening. The brightening science one. It's actually really, really phenomenal. I've been using it for the past like 5 months, and I've noticed a really big difference in my skin. It tingles kind of when you first put it on. Like, it doesn't hurt or anything, but it's, I don't know, it's definitely doing something. They use fruit stem cell science for it. Yeah, and it's awesome. It's vegan, all natural. I really like what this brand stands for. I've used some of their like cleansers and creams before, and they're really good as well. They're all about natural beauty and being sustainable and animal cruelty, you know, all that good stuff. You gotta put that lip balm on, because you know, as soon as you get out of the shower, woo, crusty. Alright, so I'm gonna wait for my face mask to get face masky, and I'm gonna eat some carrots. Bye!